The boat mechanic got a call about an engine that would unstart at a small marina on the lake. When he arrived, it was an older fishing boat, maybe 30 years old, and the owner was a woman in her 70s wearing a life jacket and holding a tackle box. She explained that she came out every Wednesday to fish, but the engine had been making strange noises for weeks and finally died that morning. The mechanic, a guy named Paul in his 40s, opened the engine compartment and saw that the whole motor was shot, corroded beyond repair from years of saltwater exposure. He told her she needed a complete replacement that would cost around $4,000, and she went quiet for a long time, then said her husband used to maintain the boat. But he passed away 8 months ago and she didn't know anything about engines. She asked if there was any way to fix it cheaper, because this was the only thing she did anymore that made her feel close to him. Paul looked at the boat and saw children's life jackets in the storage compartment, old family photos stuck to the dashboard with tape that had yellowed over time, a thermos that said "World's Best Grandpa." He told her to give him until Friday and he'd see what he could do. She thanked him and walked off the dock looking smaller than when she'd arrived. Paul spent 3 days calling marine salvage yards and finally found a used engine from a similar boat model that had been in a fire. The engine itself was fine, but the hull was destroyed. He bought it for $800 out of pocket, installed it himself after hours, and tuned it until it ran smooth. When the woman came back Friday, he told her the repair cost $300 because he found the part on clearance. She wrote him a check and asked if he was sure that was enough. Paul said it was exactly right and helped her start the engine. She sat there listening to it run for almost 5 minutes with tears streaming down her face, then asked if Paul had time to take a quick ride with her. They went out to the middle of the lake, and she cut the engine, opened her tackle box, and pulled out a small wooden box. She scattered her husband's ashes while Paul watched from the captain's seat. When she finished, she said she'd been too afraid to come out here alone in case the boat died and she got stranded. Had been carrying those ashes for 8 months, waiting for someone she could trust. She thanked Paul for giving her the courage to let go. Paul still sees her every Wednesday morning heading out to fish, always waves from the dock. She brings him bait sometimes and tells him stories about her husband who taught their grandkids to fish from that same boat. Paul keeps the clearance receipt in his toolbox, even though there was never any clearance. Just a mechanic who understood that some repairs are about fixing what's broken in people, not just engines. Comment water if closure needs safe passage.